Hey, welcome back everyone. We've got another. I'll be doing another Adventuron adventure. This is a really quick one, but it's like a single room game, so it's parser based. It's escape the room, but we'll look at the code afterwards. But spend a bit more in-depth time looking at that. I know I've done it before, kind of zip through the code, but this one will show you the basics of it, how to create your own adventures, and how it can look at the end. And this is like a really good example. So it's true, it's parser based. It'll be running in a browser. You can run it on a mobile phone. There's links in the description to get all the details. It was done, I think, by Chris Ainsley, who wrote Adventuron. Certainly uploaded to the itch.io page by him. Yeah, so well, the music that's playing is Disaster Piece, and it's from the film It Follows. I thought I'd put a bit of background music in. Okay, well, let's bring it up. So yeah, it's the same as any other Adventuron game. You can run it from the page. So it's either in the browser or in your mobile phone. The itch.io page for Trivial Room Escape it's got the actual code there, so I won't actually look at that because that'll give away the clues as to how. I'm just scrolling down, not looking at the screen. That will actually show you, the bits and bobs that go up to make the adventure. So it's like a cheat sheet. It's done in Adventuron Classroom, which I'll maybe have a look in a bit. I'll definitely show you the code. So what I need to do is probably just put a little video together as to how to get set up in Adventuron Classroom, because it really is a good tool to start writing these kind of games. So okay, let's get on, and if I scroll back down without actually reading the screen, let's make sure everything looks alright. I think everything's linked in there, so we've got screen coming up and you can see the pointer. Great. Okay, so we shall click to run the game, and that looks good. So you'll see, yeah, it's very much 8-bit oriented, so kind of pixel graphics. I'll just take that off the screen. Okay, so that was the last thing that I typed. Okay, is it gonna, let me just try to check it's showing the screen okay. Right, clean slow. Yeah, good. So it's showing everything. That's what I wanted to check. So yeah, so this is the first scene. It's got the door graphics there, again 8-bit pixel graphics. You are in your cell. You see a door, a bed, and bland wallpaper adorns the walls. So I'm guessing there'll be a lot of examining stuff. So the idea is to escape from the room. So it's a single room escape room text adventure. So you were in your cell, you see a door, so I'm going to examine the door. A solid looking oak door with a keyhole. So I'm guessing it's locked if you open door, yeah. Okay. I want to check. Still going. Bit of ambiance. Let's put that up. Okay. Right. So solid looking door. So the first thing if you play these games is to type in help. So you've got your rudimentary commands there, inventory to tell you what you're carrying, look or R to refresh the location you're in, compass directions and up and down. You can get objects, drop objects, X for examining objects. So before I was typing examine, you can type X to examine the object. Quit or restart the game. Quit or restarts the game. And I'm not sure what version of Adventuron this. It's probably an older version. Yeah, okay, so this has got RAM save and RAM load. So we could use that to save the position we're in, so everything we carry in, where we are and what we've done, it will remember for you next time. And also there should be save slots, yeah, so we can save like hard, rather than RAM saving it, we save it to a slot. Okay, right, that's the preamble done with. So now I always type examine or exam. I can't get used to using X, so I'm going to do that. So if I just do the general area, you see nothing special. So examine the door, we've done that. Examine the bed, you find something. You find a pen. So to pick up something, get or take pen. Examine the pen, you see nothing special. Examine wallpaper. A piece of the wallpaper falls away. So you've got a strip of wallpaper, so we'll get the wallpaper. If we examine wallpaper, so there's certain things we've done to trigger others. So to create an object's been created based on something that we've done within the game. You think you should leave the rest of the wallpaper in place. I mean, it's a cell. Why is there even wallpaper there? Is it floral? It should be like mud or concrete or something if you're going to have a proper cell. Right, so what have we got? We've got a strip of wallpaper and a pen. Let me think. So, just oh, Chris is on. Hi Chris, if you're still there. You might have gone off in disgust. Yeah, what Chris has said is that Trivial Room Escape is absolutely rubbish. It is, but it shows how to. I mean, it's not like quite. You know, it's not a proper game. Basically, it is a take demo of what Adventuron can do. So I'll get to the end and then I'll show you the code. Should actually get Chris on, get him on camera, and talk about it. How'd you fancy that, Chris? If you're still there. So he's saying it's rubbish because he must have written it, and he just thinks it's not a good example of an Adventuron game. Okay, maybe it's not, but it shows you the logic behind what you can do. So what we got? We've got a pen, strip of wallpaper. Now this is where I'm gonna, because I can guess what you kind of do. There must be a key in the door that you push the pen through to drop onto the wallpaper that you've put under the door. So put wallpaper under door. I mean, I might even look at the code. If this goes on for any length of time, I might just look at the code. Okay, you slide the wallpaper. See, that's probably what Chris is on about. You can't put the wallpaper under the door. I mean, alright, grammatically it's probably not right, but you can push the wallpaper under the door. So either, you know, to me either should work, because in your head it's like, oh, you're putting it underneath. Okay, so put pen in door. Push pen in door. I wonder if it actually mentions the, yeah, okay, put, insert pen into door. It keeps thinking that it's your finger. Oh, I use pen. Be more specific. Oh yeah, yeah. I don't know who said that first, but it is. It is a take demo, and it's good. It's not crap. Don't say it's crap. It's not. For its use, it's really good. Oh, okay. Keyhole. Insert pen into keyhole. The key falls onto the paper. Okay, so get wallpaper. You pull the paper back from underneath the door. You also take the key that is resting upon it. So we should be able to now unlock the door. Using the small key, you unlock the door, open it, and continue onward to your next adventure. And thank you for playing this trivial. I mean, it's called trivial for a reason. It's trivial as a game, but it's not trivial as a showing you how to put an adventure together. Yeah, the source code to this adventure is available here. So there you go. So that's completed. We've escaped. We're okay. No harm done. So yeah, so that game was created within the Adventuron classroom. Link in the description. Also, I think you can link to it from the IO page. But the code that goes to make the adventure is basically this. And once you read it and understand the various aspects of it, so you've got your locations, and because we've only got one location, which was the cell, called this, and it's identified as a cell. You're in your cell, you see a door, a bed, and bland wallpaper adorns the walls. Your objects are there, so wallpaper, so they're the objects that you want to interact with within the adventure. Variables, so true or false there, so they're set to either true or false. So the key to start with is it's true, so it is in the keyhole. Is key on paper? No, it's not to start with when the adventure's started, so that's false. So every time you press a key, it goes through the on command area, and what it does, it matches what you type in within that area to, so if you want it to, for example, when we examine the bed, we found something and the adventure created the pen so that when we looked at the location again, which it does there, redescribe, it showed us the pen had been found, which in fact, you know, it's as simple as doing that. Create pen, tell the user that they found something, and redescribe so that they can see that the pen is there. You can think of, Chris, you can think of a better adjective than trivial. Oh look, beautiful. How about beautiful? You can type it. You're saying it, not me, not me. So press any key. That's where the user's prompt to press a key. So essentially, if that matches, if it's true, then it will go through these commands. If not, it will skip to the next match statement. So we've got the option of type and examine wallpaper. So has the wallpaper been created? If it hasn't already, then it will create the wallpaper, tell the user a piece of wallpaper falls away, tell the user to press a key, and then it will redescribe it. And because you created the wallpaper there, the object, you'll see it within that location. Else, if you've already examined the wallpaper and the wallpaper exists, then it will just say you think you should leave the rest of the wallpaper in place. Yeah, examine door, same concept. So once you kind of get that like typed out and you've done it yourself, you know, you might find, say, there might be a box that you have to open, but the box isn't unlocked, but you open it, and then when you look in the box it generates something else. So you might find an exit, for example, that goes down because the steps within the large chest you've just opened that then opens another part of the adventure. So you can go from one location to another, whereas originally it was locked. The location was locked off from the user. You've kind of opened it by opening the chest. So yeah, it really is, you know, it's quite straightforward. So you'll see when I was well, the keyhole, so there's options there, so you try and think of what the user would say for the, in this instance it's where you want to put the pen in the keyhole. So you could poke keyhole, poke key, because the key's in there but it's the other side, so poke key is technically, you know, that would be something somebody might put. Insert the pen or put the pen, and then it goes through logic. So it says, is the key in the keyhole? So it is in the keyhole. If you're carrying the pen, and noun 2 is pen and noun 2 is keyhole, or noun 2 is keyhole, then set the flag, the keyhole, the key is in the keyhole. So you're telling it that it's not in the key isn't in the keyhole anymore because you've inserted the pen. And then here it checks that you've put the paper under the door first. If you haven't, then it will tell you that the game's over. If it has, then it will set true that the key is on the paper. That's interesting. I'm just looking at the code and I can't see where you actually create the key. Okay, no, yeah, at this point you don't actually create the key because the key is still on the other side of the door. So the next thing you would do is pull the paper or get paper. Similar concept there. And then it creates the key, and the adventure also says that you take the key that is resting upon it. So the key will be created in your pocket. So the command pocket key means, I'm not sure if it means create the key and put it in the pocket, or just put the object key in the user's pocket, in their inventory. And then you've got the unlock door, open door, and that gives you the end game. So yeah, so you see there, it's quite simple to get a simple parser game up and running. And then the nouns, so anything that's similar, so where you've got for example you've got the floor and you want to examine the floor, you might create an alias of floor to be ground. Or even if you examine it and it says it's tiles, you would make the tiles an alias, a noun alias of the ground. So yeah, it is pretty straightforward, really good fun. You know, you could knock one up in 10 minutes. So I think next time what I will do is either play one of the other adventures that are in the, well, any that I find around the internet. I know most are on itch.io, but there's probably some somewhere else hiding that nobody's ever seen before. Possibly I'll show the one that I was working on. I mean, that was, I don't know, what was that? That was maybe like a year ago, with a lot of help from Chris, and that's when I think that was even before the classroom. It was like a beta version, So I don't know how much it would take to put it into Adventuron Classroom, but it can, you know, go through the code of that, maybe play it a little bit, or just find one off the internet. Cool, I hope you've enjoyed that. It's 20 minutes or so. I thought it'd be a bit longer than that, but it is a very short adventure. So yeah, next time I will play through something that's a bit more substantial. Yeah, I hope you've enjoyed that, and thanks for tuning in. And go check out the Adventuron page on itch.io. Yeah, it's definitely worth having a look, especially if you're into adventures, 8-bit adventures, well, even modern ones. It doesn't have to be 8-bit, but there are a lot that have got pixel graphics, so they do look, you know, very kind of 1980s, early 1990s. Yeah, cool. Thanks for watching, and see you next time. Yeah, take care.